Hey, welcome everybody to 2020 Comedy Agronomy. We're here in Central Illinois. As you can see, Mother Nature is not cooperating this year again, but we're trying to make the best of this situation. I was going to do a little crop scout today, but I realized my John Deere Gator, it wasn't going to cut it, so my buddy loaned me this sweet kayak. I've actually never been in a kayak. I've determined these things are dangerous and you could probably drown. But for what I'm doing out here, this thing works pretty well. Pretty easy to navigate. Got my cooler attached. Thank you to Ag Chem and Altoffer Ag Products for this bad boy. Really makes crop scouting a lot better. Now we're real excited how this season's getting going here. Last season we talked about the bucket method. And the bucket method really has worked out pretty good until about 24 hours ago. We planned, it was cold, it was terrible. Corn should have never came up according to all the experts, but it came up pretty good. Right down in there, I don't know, a couple foot deep, there's corn. I'm out here trying to determine exactly how many acres I'm gonna have to replant. I'm not real sure yet, but it looks like it could be a lot. But we're going to talk a little bit about determining replant. Now, when you go out and evaluate your stand and you need to determine if you need to replant, you need to take your feet and step off about 17 feet and count the plants. And if you have anything less than about 10,000, you better replant. If you're above 10,000, you know, it just say fuck it. It don't matter. Nobody cares. It's worth nothing. I think this field here is going to have maybe around 10,000 left if we're lucky. Hold on, let me get, this thing is getting cantankerous here on me. Let me get screwed around. But we won't know for quite a while on this farm if we're going to need to replant much. Probably about a week. Maybe longer, it depends how much it rains. They got more rain in the forecast. I glanced at it briefly today. I realized that it was pretty bleak. Decided that I'm not going to look at it again. Now, when you utilize this method of crop scouting, there's a couple things you need to be aware of. Number one, out here in the murky waters, you could encounter a crocodile or an alligator or some of them damn things like that. And with this kayak, you don't have a lot of protection. You will get ate. The next thing is, it's not real stable. If you kind of watch, this thing, you gotta be really careful. If a carp hits you wrong, you're done. You are getting wet. Now, I have not found any carp today, mostly because I shot them all this afternoon. I didn't bring my gun out here because I thought that could be a problem. This thing is just too unstable to shoot off of. But I tell you, this little guy is pretty nice for crop scout. I think if you guys all had one of these, you'd have a lot of fun. You could do some crop scouting and drink some beer. Now don't load this cooler too heavy. This sumbitch is nose heavy. It's gonna go down on you, and you don't want that. Right now I'm near a big surface drain. The current's really not doing much because the river's too high. But you want to be a little careful when you're out and about, because you don't want to get sucked into a culvert. I mean, I don't give a shit if I get sucked into the culvert or not. That means some other son of a bitch is going to have to replant this field. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Comedy Agronomy edition. I'm going to try to get back to shore here before I capsize myself.